Namaste. So today I'm going to read Book 8, Chapter 15, on the motion of the sun, the Maha Devi Bhagavatam. Om Vakratunna Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabhani. Hari Om Tat Sat. Narayana said, O Narada, I will now describe the motion of the sun. Here it is of three kinds: Sigra, perihelionic, manda, apilionic, and even. O Sura Satama. Every planet has three positions. The name of the Madhyagati position is Jaradgava. The name of the northern position is Aryavata. The name of the southern position is Vesvanara. The asterisms Asvani, Kritika, and Bharani are known by the term Nagavati, Rohini, Ardra, and Mrigasira are named Gajaviti, Pusya, Aslisa, and Punarvasu are named Aryavati Viti. The three Vitis above mentioned are called Uttaramarga, Purva Falguni, Uttara Falguni, and Marga are named Arsabi Viti. Hasta, Chitra, and Swati are called Goviti. Jesta, Visakha, and Anuradha are named Jaradgavi Viti. These three Vitis are named Madhyama Marga, Mula, Purvasada, Uttarasada are termed Ajaviti Shravana, Dhanista, and Satabhisa are termed Mriga Viti. Uttara Bhadrapada, Purva Bhadrapada, and Revati are called Visva Narivati. These three Vitis paths are called Daksina Marga. During the Uttarayana time, as the Dhruva attacks the rope of air from both the sides of the Yuga, orbit or axis, the chariot of the sun ascends, i.e. is drawn up by the rope. Thus, when the sun enters within the sphere, the motion of the chariot becomes slower, and the day is lengthened and the night is shortened. O Sura Satama, know this to be the course of the path of the sun. When the cord draws towards the south, the chariot descends, and as the sun then comes out of the sphere, the motion becomes quick. The day shortens and the night is lengthened. Again, when the cord is neither tightened nor it is slacked, rather its motion is exactly midway. The sun also remains in a medium position, and his chariot enters within a sphere of equilibrium, and the day and night become equal. When the cord of air in a state of equilibrium is attracted by the polar star, then it is that the sun and the solar system revolves, and when the polar star slackens its attraction over the cord of air, the sun coming out of the middle sphere revolves, and the solar system also revolves. On the east of Meru is established the city of Indra, and the Devas dwell there. It is called, therefore, Deva Dhanika. On the south of the Meru is the famous city of Yama, the god of death, named Samyamani. On the west of Meru, it is the great city of Varuna, named Nimnochani. On the north of Meru is the city of the moon, named Vibhavari. O Narada, the Brahmavaris say that the sun first rises in the city of Indra. At noon, the sun goes to Samyamani. At evening, the sun goes to Nimnochani, and he is said to set. In the night, the sun remains in Vaibhavari. O Muni, the going of the sun round Meru is the cause of all the beings getting themselves engaged in their respective duties. The inhabitants of the Meru see the sun always in the central position. The sun moves on eastward towards the stars, keeping the Meru to his left. But if the zodiac be taken into account, it would appear that the Meru is left towards the south of the sun. The rising and the setting of the sun are always considered in front of him. O Devarishi, every point, every quarter, every person seeing the sun says that the sun has risen there. Again, where he becomes invisible, he is considered to set there. The sun always exists, so there is no rising nor setting for him. It is his appearance and disappearance that make men say that the sun rises or sets. When the sun is in the Indra city, he illumines the three cities, those of Indra, Yama, and the moon, and illumines the northeast and east-west corners. So when he rests in the city of fire, he illumines northeast, east-west, and southwest, three corners, and at the same time the cities of Indra and Yama, and so on for the other cities and corners. O Narada, the Mount Meru is situated towards the north of all the Dvipas and Varsas. So whenever any person sees the sun rise, he calls that side east. But Meru exists towards the left of the sun. So it is said, if the sun travels in 15 Gatikas, the distance from Indrapuri to Yamapuri, he is said to travel within that time a distance equal to 2.25 kotis, 12.5 lakhs, and 25,000 yojanas. 22,695,000 yojanas. The 1,000-eyed and 1,000-rayed sun god is the manifest of time. He travels in the aforesaid way the cities of Varuna, Chandra, and Indra respectively. He is the diadem of the Swarloka, and the zodiac is his Atman. He travels thus to mark off time to all persons. O Narada, the moon and the other planets and stars rise and set in the aforesaid manner. Thus the powerful chariot of the sun travels in a muhurta 142 million yojanas by the force of Pravaha Vayu air. The sun god, the incarnate of the Vedas, travels round the cities, the zodiac, in one samvatsara year. The wheel of the sun's chariot in 1 year, 12 months, are the spokes. 3 chaturmasyas are the nave, and the 6 seasons are the outer ring or circumference of the wheel. The learned men call this chariot as the samvatsara 1 year. The axis or axle points to the Meru on one side and to Manasotara mountain on the other. The end or circumference of the wheel marks off other divisions of the time as Kala, Kasta, Muhurta, Yama, Parahara, day and night, and fortnights. The wheel is fixed on the nave. The sun goes on this wheel like an oilman's on his oil machine, Round and round the Manasutara mountain. The eastern side of the wheel is on that axis, and the other part is fixed on the polar star. The dimension of the first axis is 15,750,000 yojanas. The solar axis measures 1/4 of the above 3,937,500 yojanas. It resembles the axis of an oil machine. The upper side of that is considered to belong to the sun. The seat of the sun on his chariot measure 36 lakh yojanas wide. The yuga measures in length 1/4 of the above dimensions, that of his seat, the chariot, that is moved by the chariot is moved by 7 horses, consisting of the 7 chandas, Gayatri, etc., driven by Aruna. The horses carry the sun for the happiness of all. Though the charioteer sits in front of the sun, his face is turned towards the west. He does his work as a charioteer in that state. 60,000 Vala Kalya rishis of the size of a thumb chant the sweet Vedic hymns before him. Other rishis, apsaras, uragas, gramanis, rakshasas, and all the devas, each divide in groups of 7, worship every month that highly illustrious sun god. The earth measures 90,152,000 krosa yuga yojanas. 1 krosa to and a quarter yojanas. One krosa and a quarter yojana. The sun passes over this distance in a moment. He does not take rest in this work even for a day, nor not even for a moment. Here ends the 15th chapter on the 8th book, on the motion of the sun in the Maha Puranam Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Vedvyasa. Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali. Om Tuya Mata Chapitatu.